Well, Torrey Hunter and a lot of Angels signing autographs for the Halo faithful. The heat has subsided somewhat. Not a bad night for baseball. It is game 2 of the 3-game set against the visiting Oakland Athletics. We welcome you inside the Big A. I'm Victor Rojas along with Mark Gubza. We're glad you could join us for Angels baseball once again. The Halos snapped their 4-game losing streak last night. A come from behind victory, taking game 1 of this 3-game set. Tonight we got a pretty good pitching matchup. Dallas Braden going up against Dan Haren. We'll talk about Dallas Braden first and our Lexus pursuing perfection. Of course, you got to go back to Mother's Day when he threw that perfecto.
Well, you're talking about that Lexus pursuing perfection. You're talking about one of the few perfect games you're going to see. Not overpowering, but spots that fastball so well. Had a good curveball, changeup, gets that last ground ball to shortstop. Not hit particularly hard, but the play is made at first. Mother's Day. Perfect game for Dallas Braden. One of the best pickoff moves in the game. Gets to give his hug to his grandmom on that day. A special day for Dallas Braden. What a beautiful effort by him. Doing a ton of strikes.
That, of course, was our Lexus pursuing perfection. Braden with a 10-13 mark and a 3.49 ERA. Will be opposed by the right-hander Dan Haren, who has made a nice transition back to the American League. Of course, a one-time Oakland Athletic himself.
Boy, you talk about great balance over the pitching rubber, deception in his delivery, great split-finger fastball. His fastball itself has been outstanding. You talk about unbelievable numbers, 1.32 since August 25th as far as his ERA. Hasn't got a ton of run support, but regardless of that, he's pitching deep in the ballgame. Once again, over 200 innings pitched and over 200 punch-outs. The guy's been unbelievable. Look for him to do the same against his former mates.
Well, last night we saw Eric Ibar and Meiser Asturis back in the lineup. Tonight, Alberto Callaspo getting a start at third base. It is Dallas Braden and Dan Haren. Game 2 of the 3-game set against the Oakland Athletics. Sit back and relax. We've got lineups at first pitch when we return. Well, nobody beats Howard's, by the fastest growing car company in America, Hyundai, and by Shakey's Pizza. What is the distance from home plate to the pitcher's mound? Well, go to Shakey's.com/trivia for the answer. Well, the Angels have taken the field here. Live shot inside the Big A. Dan Herron getting ready to start throwing his warm-up tosses. And we will take a look at Bob Guerin's starting lineup for the Oakland Athletics. The loss last night, 2 games under 500 at 77 and 79. It is Rajai Davis leading things off in center field. Derek Barton at first base. Mark Ellis at second base. Jack Cuss, the designated hitter. Kevin Kuzman off over at third. Jeremy Hermida hit a home run, his first as an Oakland Athletic last night. He's in right field. Chris Carter, the youngster, in left. Landon Powell, switch-hitting catcher, gets a start in the 8th spot. And Cliff Pennington batting 9th and playing shortstop. Taking on the right-hander Dan Herron. You look at his numbers in 12 starts with the Halos. Absolutely fantastic and getting better as the season comes to an end.
What is 6 total earned runs in his last 6 starts? That's the impressive thing, especially when you pass that 200-inning plateau. Still has dominant stuff. Fastball has been very good. Seems to be the velocity has increased his last few starts. Split-finger fastball, outstanding. Curveball, slider the same. He's cutting his fastball and also sinking the fastball to get some quick outs. That's why he's pitching deep into the games as usual.
Defensively behind Dan, you've got Abreu in left, Borges in center, Hunter in right. In the infield, it's Cayasco getting to start at third. Brandon moves back to shortstop. Howie Kendrick at second. Napoli over at first. And Jeff Mathis back behind the plate.
And Cayasco back at third base. Been very good defensively for the Angels as far as range in the backhand. Coming in well on the choppers or the bunts. Might see a bunt early on against Rajai Davis. Also a guy that push bunts and drags bunt very well.
So here's Rajai Davis hitting .274 on the year, 5 home runs and 50 runs batted in. And Herron delivers a strike. Davis wore the collar last night, going 0 for 5, including 3 strikeouts. Had some discussions with the home plate umpire last night, C.B. Buckner, on some of the calls. 0-1 pitch, misses outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. We saw just about everything imaginable in the game last night. Batter's interference. A foul tip that was not. Davis swings and misses there, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Play at the plate. Yeah, there was all kinds of things happening in that game. A slow-moving game last night, too. It didn't look like anybody was pressing the issue as much as they should be at this point of the year.
1-2's upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Davis seems to have found himself a home in Oakland. Coco Crisp back on the disabled list, 3rd time this year. And he's been on the shelf. As Davis lays off of that, it's a full count. A 1-time waiver claim from the San Francisco Giants. A full count to start this ball game. And here comes the payoff pitch. Got him looking. Down goes Davis with the off-speed pitch. There is out number 1. First strikeout of the night for Dan Herron.
Well, the ability to be able to throw that off-speed pitch on a predictable fastball count. Good movement. Looks like he took something off that sinker. It's a great ability to throw strikes, but above all, it's that balance over the pitching rubber for Dan Herron.
So now face, pardon me.
Pretty good companies in there, too,
No
with
doubt.
Lincecum and Roy Halladay as far as strikeouts. Durable pitcher, which is so important in this day and age in which you talk a lot about bullpens, how much they're used. When you have a guy you can pencil in for 200-plus innings, it's such a plus for a manager.
That one is fouled back, and it's no balls, 2 strikes on Barton, the first baseman. Barton hitting .271, 8 home runs and 51 runs batted in. He ended up going 1 for 4 last night. Had a base hit in the first inning. Oakland struck first last night against Irvin St. Anne, and Barton flips one out to left. That falls in for a base hit. Two-strike approach, protecting there, just flipping that one out there, and then man on board with 1 away. Mark Ellis, second baseman.
That's the amazing thing when you have a hitter come in and put a swing like that, put it in play, and get a base hit out of it. It's what makes it that much more impressive. That Dallas Braden threw that perfect game. No hits, no walks, no base runners. I mean, that's truly amazing. That's why there hasn't been many thrown in the history of Major League Baseball.
Aaron misses outside on Mark Ellis. Oakland's second baseman, a 3-for-6 game last night. Had 3 hits in his first 3 ABs, a couple of singles, a double. Drove in a run and scored a run. And Aaron falls behind here, 2 balls and no strikes. Halo scoring 3 times in the bottom of the 7th inning last night to take the 6-5 victory. Oakland got a run in the 8th inning and threatened in the 9th against Fernando Rodney, but Fernando closed the door, picked up his 13th save. 2-0. Ellis swing and a miss. 2-1. Danny coming off back-to-back no decisions against Tampa Bay and Texas. Gave up 3 earned runs in 7 innings on 3 hits against the Rays on the 17th. No earned runs in 7 innings against the Rangers. Ellis fouls it back, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matter of fact, as pointed out, making his 12th start now as a member of the Angels. He's got 5 no decisions.
You can see that generally in the National League, but in the American League, because you get an opportunity to pitch deeper in a ball game. Was it a DH? It's pretty surprising how many no decisions Dan Haren has racked up already as a member of the Halos, but he's certainly been given lots of innings.
Just missed outside. It's a full count. 82 innings as a member of the Angels organization. 71 hits allowed, 67 strikeouts, 24 walks prior to today's start. 2.85 ERA in the American League. See if Barton goes here with 1 out. Iron will fire over there. As a matter of fact, we're talking about Danny coming back to the American League. There's always that transition period for certain guys. Having pitched in the American League West, a lot easier for Haren. He kind of understands the dynamic of having to pitch back in the American League versus the National League. He's had his overall ERA drop from 4.60 to 3.96. Barton takes off. Ellis chops one over to short. Brandon fires on to first base, and there are 2 outs. And Oakland with a man in scoring position.
And I think when you look at the differences between the National League and the American League, the ability to be able to throw a secondary pitch in a fastball count in the American League is the most important thing. Dan Haren certainly has 2 or 3 different pitches he can throw for a strike at any particular point during a sequence of pitches to a batter. That's why he's so effective.
We've seen that ERA decline when he came over from the Diamondbacks at 4.60. It's declined with every start. Breaking pitches down low to Jack Custin. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Custin hitting .276 on the year, 12 home runs and 49 runs batted in. He had a 3-hit game himself last night. 3 singles, an RBI, a couple strikeouts. There's Barton over at second base with 2 outs here in the first. Swing and a miss. 1-1. There was a lot of base runners last night. Oakland, as a matter of fact, 3 for 14 with men in scoring position. And combined, these 2 teams stranded 26 base runners. Oakland 16, the Angels 10. Breaking ball a little bit high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. It's Kerwin Danley calling the balls and strikes tonight. Kerwin, like C.B. Buckner, likes to wear that hockey goalie mask. That's that time of year, right? It's preseason.
You see the Ducks are playing the Kings. There's only a few more exhibition games before the real season starts in early October here.
Aaron falling behind at 3-1. Kevin Kuzminoff on deck.
Open base. Righty versus righty if Cust happens to walk. Although Dan Haren's been more effective as far as batting average against lefties. Only hit .213 as compared to .254 versus right-handed batters.
Goes with the breaking pitch And Cuss draws the walk. 20 pitches thrown by Herron here in the first inning. A lot of pitches thrown last night by both guys. Brett Anderson for Oakland, Irvin Santana for the Angels. Anderson pitched 6 1/3, got a no decision. Irvin ended up going 6. Michael Kahn picked up the win last night in relief. There's Kuzminoff, who takes upstairs, and Herron, kind of like Santana last night, struggling with that location. Everything seems to be up a little bit.
Key for working down into the strike zone is getting over that front leg. Open up the front shoulder, your elbow drags, and elevated pitches, whether it be your curveball or your fastball, is going to be up in the strike zone.
Kuzminoff hits one back toward the middle. Kendrick was there. That will end the A's. Top of the first. Borges, Kendrick, and Abreu to face Dallas Braden when we return to the Big A with no score. Halos 4 games under 500 at 76 and 80. Had Peter Borges leading things off in center field. Howie Kendrick batting second at second base. Bobby Abreu is in left. Torrey Hunter in right field. Mike Napoli is the first baseman batting fifth. Hideki Matsui, even with a left-hander on the mound, is batting in the sixth hole. He is the DH. Alberto Callasco at third. Jeff Mathis doing the catching with Brandon. Batting ninth and playing shortstop. Taking on the left-hander Dallas Braden. Not overpowering, but the native from Stockton, California. A 10-13 record. And a 3.49 ERA.
Very good ERA. Fastball 87-91. Throws a lot of strikes with that pitch. Slider and above average changeup. He's a guy very, very difficult to steal a base on. So if you get guys on, you're going to utilize the hit and run against them.
Here's Borges. Takes a fastball upstairs for ball one. Peter last night, 1 for 5 in that leadoff spot. Base hit in the second inning. It was a bunt single. That's why Kuzminoff is playing in on the grass at third base. Barton just about even with the bag at first base. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. 1-2. Braden making his 29th start of the year. 14th since coming off the disabled list on July the 20th. And he gets Borges here on that off-speed pitch on the outside corner. A strikeout, just what Dan Herron did. The top of the inning is out number 1. And defensively for the Athletics, it's Carter in left, Davis in center, Hermida is in right, Kuzminoff at third, Pennington at shortstop, Ellis at second, Barton at first base, but Powell doing the catching.
Cliff Pennington, shortstop for Oakland. Good range, strong arm. It's going to be busy tonight because of the fact that Braden lives on that outside part of the plate, sinks the fastball, uses changeup, a lot of rollover ground balls to shortstop, so it should be busy.
Howie takes a strike there. Doesn't like the call from Kerwin Danley. That's no balls, 2 strikes. Howie hitting .278, 10 home runs, 72 runs batted in. As you can see, Braden doesn't waste a whole lot of times. This one was rolled over to Ellis at second base. Just like that, there are 2 very quick outs. Well, as Bobby steps to the plate, we'll take a look at our Hyundai key to the game.
Well, in through the outdoor, I mentioned the fact, of course, it's a Led Zeppelin reference, that Braden lives on the outside part of the plate, sinks the fastball, change up away. You try to pull that pitch, you're going to hit a lot of lazy ground balls. You have to stay back and drive the ball the other way against him to be successful.
Hey, are you getting royalty checks from like iTunes or something? I mean, there's a lot of music reference.
Well, there's
our Hyundai key to the game.
Rock and roll guys love baseball.
I tell you. Abreu takes the strike. 0-1. Bobby hitting .254 with 20 home runs and 77 runs batted in. Braden mits outside, and it's 1-1.
Well, we were listening to the rock band Rush earlier before during the batting practice, and Geddy Lee, the lead singer, is a huge baseball fan, and his alias, which I'm sure will be happy to let everyone know that, Hank Greenberg on the road. Big baseball fan. He'll be happy that everyone knows that now.
So why'd you share that?
Because I felt like it.
Because you could? Yeah. 2-1. Inside, 3 balls and a strike. Why can't we? 5 more music references. Looking forward to it. I think it's 5.
Yes.
Downstairs. Oh, I thought it was down low. It's strike, full count. (3-2). Bobby shoots it foul up the third base line. And there's 5 more.
Perfect.
The only question was, I know how many games are left in the schedule, is whether or not they are in Fox Sports West or on My 13. But they all will be on FS West the rest of the way.
I'll be working on it. Got that little plane flight tomorrow. I'll sleep on tonight's for the day game tomorrow, 12:30 start.
Can I task you with trying to come up with, if I give you a random band to come up with something?
Yes.
3-2. Grounded over to third base. Kuzminoff almost had that ball. And Abreu has an infield base hit. There was that little hesitation. I don't know if the ball skipped on Kuzminoff or kind of played that ball oddly, and Abreu picks up a knock.
And Kuzminoff with a little different delivery when he throws the ball across the diamond. That hesitation, as he tried to get a better grip on the baseball, as Bobby beats that out going down the line. It's himself an infield hit.
You see the reaction from Kuzminoff right there as that ball stayed down on him.
It surprised him, but it was off the end of the bat of Abreu.
Torrey takes down and away, I believe, reading his lips, and I'm not a lip reader. I think he said, "Oh my."
That's what he said, huh? That's pretty good. Maybe that's why the pitchers and catchers talk into their glove, because you can read that.
Torrey hitting .283 with 21 home runs, 86 runs batted in. And Bobby just got picked off. You talked about Dallas Braden, his ability to shut down a running game. Bobby picked up. We are 1 in the books with no score. by that pickoff by Dallas Braden. That play that he had, you just see his lips right here. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't say Omais is holy free holy.
Yes, he did. And he said, I should have gotten him.
Yeah.
The base hit by Abreu, but Braden picked him up by picking him off. 8th pickoff for the season for Dallas Braden.
Aaron misses outside on Jeremy Hermida, the right fielder. Hitting .218 on the year, 6 home runs, got his 6th last night. Off Irvin Santana, solo shot to right field. Rolls this one over to Napoli. Mike will wave off Dan. Hermida is retired for the first out here in the second. Hermida had a 2-for-5 game last night with a home run and a base hit. Former Boston Red Sox, released and signed by the Oakland A's. Now here with the big club. He's the first out here in the second. Here's the future, perhaps, of the Oakland A's offensively. Chris Carter, who steps in, getting to start in left field, was out there last night. 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Swinging at that first pitch breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
Boy, just guessing along, thinking he's going to get a fastball first pitch. And one thing about Dan Haren, generally early in the game, he does start off with a fastball, but he recognizes his Oakland club is aggressive. A little bit different than a norm when you face Oakland, when they would take a lot of pitches. With split finger fastball here.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Carter 135 with a home run in the big leagues, 2 RBIs. Goes through the wickets of Jeff Mathis. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And looked like he overthrew that split finger fastball. Had to force that one down, try to get Carter to swing and miss at that one. Pitch before was perfect, though. Good speed, good arm action.
Carter had a tough stretch starting off his major league career, going 0 for 33. As he fouls this one off to the right. Got a base hit, his first major league hit on Scott Linebrink. The September 20th game against the White Sox for his first major league hit. He set a new record with that 0 for 33. He takes a breaking ball for a strike, and it's the second out here in the second inning. Second punch out here for Haren. Brings up Landon Powell. Hey fans, the Angels have a great ticket special available for the final home game of the season. Can't believe it's already here against the Oakland A's tomorrow afternoon at 12:35 start. Fans could save 50% off ticket prices in select seating areas when using the password Angels at angelsbaseball.com or the Angels Stadium ticket window.
It is hard to believe, the last home game.
Yep. Seems like only yesterday during the Freeway Series against the Dodgers.
It went by pretty quick. Not exactly what Angel fans had anticipated. It's one of those years where guys that Mike Scioscia was counting on to be run producers didn't produce. Bottom line, there'll be some changes, I'm sure, during the offseason.
Powell slices one. A diving stop by Brandon Wood. There is out number 3. Wow, what a play by Brandon, going to his right. That ball took a super bounce hop, making a play for the 3rd out.
You're talking about unbelievable range. Gets up and makes a strong throw. One of the better plays you'll see all season long.
Hunter, Napoli, Matsui gets Dallas Braden. Torrey launching one into the corner in left field, and this one is gone. A big fly for Torrey Hunter. 22nd of the year on a hanging breaking ball, and the Angels strike first. They lead 1-0.
Boy, taking advantage of a mistake. Dallas Braden not overpowering. He doesn't make many mistakes, but when he does, you have to capitalize. That's exactly what Torrey was able to do. Stay back long enough to get the good part of the bat on that baseball and drive it out and keep it fair. Not easy to do.
'87th run batted in for Torrey. The 149th home run hit by the Angels this year. His first since the 7th. Here's Napoli, breaks his bat and loops one out to right field. That falls in for a base hit. So a home run followed by the single off the bat of Napoli. Brings up Hideki Matsui. Matsui hitting .270 with 20 home runs and 81 runs batted in. He pinch hit in the 7th inning last night. Had a base hit and an RBI. Takes outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to first. They almost get Napoli. That's how quick that pickoff throw is to first base.
Well, I mentioned earlier, 8 pickoffs already this season for Dallas Braden. He's only allowed 1 stolen base against him the entire year.
Matsui lining one to left field, a base hit. Taking a fastball that was away from him. And going the opposite way. 3 straight hits for the Angels to start the 2nd.
Now it's time for a Coors Light cold, hard blast, and it just happened moments ago. Torrey Hunter did an off-speed pitch out over the middle part of the plate, turns on it, and drives it out of the ballpark. For his 22nd home run of the season. That was our Coors Light cold, hard blast. Good job as far as getting his hands through the baseball and staying back and keeping that baseball fair.
Here's Alberto Callaspo showing Button. Takes that fastball up and away for ball 1. Alberto pinch hit as well last night. Ended up drawing a walk. Takes down low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Mentioned this was the 29th start for Braden on the year. His 4th against the Angels. 1-2 mark and a 5.03 ERA. And his career 2-5 mark with a 4.61 against the Halos. 2-0 is in there. It's 2-1.
One thing about Dallas Braden coming into the season, never had a complete game. 5 this season, including 2 shutouts, one of them being that perfect game. Wonder if the stamina is still there as far as location and popping that fastball where he wants to.
Bouncer. It trickles back. Evens the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, we thought we had seen the end of Meiser Asturis and Eric Ibar on the year with the injuries that they had sustained. Weren't sure if Alberto was going to be able to come back there. Was hit by a pitch in that Texas series last week. Missed some time, but he's had some pinch hitting opportunities, not getting a chance to play at third base tonight. 2-2 is looped foul on the first base side.
He's trying to get his swing back by the end of the season, is to have some positive mental frame going into the offseason, because he's been hitting a lot of lazy fly balls the other way.
It's on swings like that, kind of reaching for the baseball there. Braden pulls the string. Strikeout number 2 for Braden. The first out here in the 2nd.
Both of his strikeouts so far in this game have been on that good changeup he has. We've seen a couple opposite field hits against him. Napoli going the other way. Matsui, of course, even Bobby Abreu got an infield hit going the other way because he lives on the outer part of the plate. He was trying to go outside on Torrey Hunter, but made a mistake.
Mathis takes a strike. Jeff hitting 189, 3 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Swings here and drives into the alley in left center field. Chris Carter. A nice jump on it going to his left. Tracks it down for round number 2. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Brandon Wood. What a play he had at the top of the second inning. Our One West Bank, one person, one play, brought to you by One West Bank, one person at a time.
Boy, as he's going in his dive, it had a different hop and was still able to throw the glove up and make the play and had the presence to get up. Strong throw to get the out.
Brandon swings. It's a towering shot to shallow left. Carter coming in. Pennington going out. Will be Carter, who stops dead in his track. That's one of those that you can't overrun, but he didn't do so. It's the 3rd out of the inning. But Torrey Hunter puts the Angels up with his 22nd home run of the year. We are through 2 here at the Big 8. Halos on top 1-0. The 3rd inning, Oakland sending Pennington, Davis, and Barton to the plate to face Dan Herron. Cliff Pennington, the switch hitting shortstop, takes a strike. Hitting .250 on the year with 5 home runs and 44 runs batted in. Pennington himself had a 3-hit game, 2 singles and a double last night. Pulls this one over to first base. Napoli will take it himself. This is just how the 2nd inning started. Ground out by Hermida. The 3rd begins with a ground out by Pennington for out number 1. And now we spin the lineup back up to the top as Rajai Davis steps to the plate. One of 2 strikeout victims for Herron tonight. Davis went down looking on a 3-2 pitch in the 1st inning. Well, congratulations to the Cincinnati Reds.
So they
National League Central.
A walk-off division clincher. Pretty good turnaround for that club. Just a few years ago, we thought they were 90 to 95 losses pretty much every year. Some good young players.
They beat Houston tonight 3-2 on that walk-off. Atlanta still trying to stick it out. They beat Florida tonight 3-2. Davis out toward left center field. Borges got a great jump. Dives for it. Makes the catch. Great play by Peter Borges. Fine defensive gems the last 2 innings by the Angels.
It's all about getting that first quick step. You're able to make that play, especially if it gets by you. That's at least a triple. With Davis running. Aggressive, read it, looked it right into the glove. Slides across to make the play.
Deja vu all over again for Rajai Davis. He had one similar to that in the first inning last night. First pitch swinging here is Derek Barton.
Boy, that impressive first step. That's the important thing. Howard Exmo, how he keeps his eye on that baseball, looks it all the way into the glove, makes that play. Very solid defensively in center field.
0-1 inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. You can't teach first step. You can't teach speed, instinct.
Instinct, that's the big thing when it comes to Peter Borges. His dad, former major leaguer himself. You're going to see he knows the game, knows how to read the baseball off the bat.
Two balls and a strike here on Barton, who had a base hit to left field in the first inning. Pulls this one into right field. So Barton has a 2-for-2 game. A 2-out knock here in the third inning. Keeps the inning alive for Mark Ellis.
Number 14, second baseman Mark Ellis.
A Tuesday night against the Oakland Athletics, second to the last home game of the year. Good crowd on hand. Still filing in here.
Pretty impressive when you think about it. You're not accustomed to seeing the Angels not in the postseason yet. They're out here tonight. A school night. One of 3 teams with more than 3 million fans coming out. 8 straight years, Yankees and Dodgers and the Angels.
Ellis takes a strike and he's in the hole at 0-2. Ellis grounded out to Brandon in the first inning, so he's 0-for-1. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ellis for the third out here in the third. Third punch out for Herron. We head to the bottom of the third inning with the Angels on top 1-0.
Fans waving up to Victor saying hi, good job.
right, big guy?
Yep.
It is 1-0 Angels here, courtesy of the Torrey Hunter leadoff home run. Borges asking for time, and everyone stepping out, even Kerwin Dan. Borges, a strikeout victim his first time up, lays off the off speed. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 2 strikeouts for Braden, no walks, 4 hits allowed. As a matter of fact, the Angels had 3 consecutive hits to start the second, yet managed the 1 run because of Torrey's actually going over the wall. Breaking ball is in there, and it's 1-2. First and second, nobody out. Then Callaspo struck out. Mathis and Wood with fly balls to left. Borges gets jammed here, fouls it back. The count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. No runs, 2 hits, 3 left on for Oakland. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 left on for the Angels. 1-2's popped up behind the plate. Powell next to the big A, makes the catch, and there is the first out.
Look at our Honda replay here on the first pitch by Dallas Braden. Just the time was called. Just follow through with his motion. Didn't have the baseball. He just said, hey, listen, I'm just going to make sure I land perfectly and in recoil. Oh, look at that look.
Howie fouls it off to the right. Howie, a ground ball to second base in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. Boy, Braden really hides the ball well. He's got that on-speed pitch going.
Well, he can throw that anywhere between 69 and 75 miles an hour, that changeup. But to be effective, you have to, on occasion, throw that fastball inside like you did there at 90. And a lot of times a pitcher will back that right back in there with another fastball, but Braden has that ability, even though when you know a changeup's coming, he can throw it.
Oh-2. This one shot to right, base hit. Howie sticking with it, punching it out to right field. A 1-out knock puts a man on for Bobby.
And that approach you have to take against Dallas Braden is go the other way. He's going to live on that outside corner. After a couple fastballs inside, went back outside, but this time it was elevated out in front just enough, but kept its hands back. Turned over that pitch, out of half, but elevated. It was a good job, though, by Howie. Even though he was out in front enough, his hands stay back in the strike zone. He punches it in the right field for a base hit.
Abreu takes the breaking ball for a strike. Bobby 1 for 1, had an infield base hit to Kevin Guzman off at third base, and then he was promptly picked off by Braden to end the first. Pulls this one over to second. Ellis will feed Pennington. The leader at first is in time. 4-6-3 goes the double play. Bottom of the third comes to an end. We played 3 at the Big A. Angels still on top 1-0. that means only one thing. It's our AT&T trivia question. Who is the youngest pitcher since 1900 to throw a perfect game? Now, I mean, you yourself an encyclopedia going back to the late 1800s, watching some of the games that you did. You should know this answer. Jack Cuss will lead things off for the fourth, followed by Kevin Kuzminoff and then Jeremy Hermida.
I guess I should know that one, but I don't. I know my good friend, my old roommate, David Cohn. That way you don't give me any grief for not remembering he threw a perfect game. He's a member of the Yankees, but he wasn't the youngest.
No. The youngest perfect game since 1900.
It's got to go way back. I'm going to go Tom Browning anyhow. Tom Browning.
Cincinnati Reds?
Yep.
Cuss takes a strike and it's 0-2. He drew a walk in the first inning. Kind of the intentional walk. The first base open in the first. No official AB for him. Here comes the 0-2. Got him looking on that two-seam fastball. Down goes Cuss. Strikeout number 4 for Dan Hare. Take a look at our U.S. Marines. Leaders of the game with Kevin Kuzminoff coming to the plate. One of 4 players in Major League Baseball history to hit Grand Slam in his first career at bat, and I believe I was there. Remember the Cleveland Indians at the ballpark in Arlington against the Texas Rangers. It's a straightaway center field. And he lines one into the left field corner just where Torrey hit his, and this game is tied at 1.
Home run number 15 for Kuzminoff. A fastball out over the plate. Turn on it quickly. Fastball was supposed to be on the outside part of the plate. Instead, ran inside. Two-seam fastball. The running action. That's the danger of a two-seam fastball when you try to hit the outside corner. There's a tendency to run back in the middle of the plate, and that's what happened.
Yeah, we're not redoing this. Jeremy Hermida, one of 4 players in Major League Baseball history to hit a grand slam with his first AB.
Well, hopefully the results will be different this time.
There are 2 left. Of course, Bill Dugalby back in 1898, right in your wheelhouse.
I was at that game. I caught the ball.
Nava hit one this year. Remember the Boston Red Sox?
Where do you go from there? Your first at bat, a grand slam. It's all downhill, isn't it?
We'll have to wait to see what Kuzminoff and Hermida and Nava's careers play out. At least you can hang your hat on that. That's a big way to open up your career.
Yeah. You know, Mike Napoli had a home run his first at bat against the Tigers, as I recall, in Comerica Park.
What about the J.P. Aracibia, the catcher for the Toronto Blue Jays, had a huge game in Toronto, his first big league game, including home run.
You see 4 pitches. Didn't he have 4 hits?
Yeah.
And only saw 4 pitches.
He had 2 home runs that game. This one lined into center field on a 3-2 count. And Hermida picks up a base hit. He's 1 for 2. That brings up Chris Carter, the left fielder. Carter struck out in the second inning. Fastball just missed below the knees. 1 ball, no strikes. Dan's had just 1-2-3 inning. That came in the second. They faced Hermida, Carter, and Powell. And it's 1-2. A couple of guys facing each other that were traded for one another. Diamondbacks, A's deal.
Well, Carter looks like he has to be more patient as far as trying to stay back on breaking pitches, not swinging at pitches out of the strike zone.
Lifts this one to the air to shallow right center. Peter is there. They put it away for round number 2. Armida back to first base. 2 outs now for Landon Powell, the catcher. Powell grounded out to short. Solid play by Brandon Wood to end the second inning, so he's 0 for 1. Getting to start today in exchange for Kurt Suzuki getting the day off. See, he caught Dallas Braid's perfect game on May the 9th. The backup guy catching the perfect game, like Ramon Castro. The White Sox were just here. Ramon Castro catching Mark Buehrle's perfect game. The first time that Castro had ever caught Mark Buehrle.
Well, what a thrill that must be as a catcher to catch a perfect game. If you notice, the catcher is the one that's running out there quicker than anybody else. It's almost a bigger thrill for them because that means they put that on all the right sides. You had a good rhythm and rapport going throughout the entire game.
Count remains with no balls, 2 strikes. If I remember correctly, in that Castro-Buehrle perfect game, I don't even believe that Castro caught Buehrle in the bullpen before the game. This first pitch he caught was the very first pitch of the game.
The element of surprise.
One ball, 2 strikes.
When you look at over the years, the guys that have thrown perfect games, they haven't necessarily been flamethrowers that throw it. Dallas Braden, mentioned Tom Browning as a guy that relied on his changeup. Mark Buehrle, David Wells, Kenny Rogers. Guys that threw strikes, change speeds well, change eye level very well.
Another 1-2. Powell takes upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So you're going with Tom Browning on the youngest pitcher since 1900 to have thrown a perfect game. I'm going to go Jim Bunning. Phillies 64 Father's Day against the Mets at Shea Stadium.
And that was a guy that threw hard. Your dad was on that team.
Started at shortstop in that game. That's the only reason I'm going with it.
You got to.
Started at short, finished in left field.
And it's always a good thing to take out your shortstop and put him in left field. Why would you not do that when a guy's got a perfect game?
Gene Mock. Good old Gino.
It's always a good thing to do to change up that defense. It's made every single play during the course of the game. Why not?
Oh, man. Runner goes at 3-2, and Powell hits one out to straightaway center field. This one's hit well. Borges is back at the wall. Leaps up. He got it. Peter Borges brings back a home run off the bat of Landon Powell. And another spectacular catch by the young center fielder.
An amazing jump and an amazing jump at the end by Peter Borges to prevent 2 runs and a lead by the A's.
On home run. We'll take a look at our AT&T trivia question. Who is the youngest pitcher since 1900 to throw a perfect game? Catfish Hunter back at 68.
Boy, one of the all-time best.
Yep.
Talk about a strike thrower.
You know who the second youngest was? Mike Witt.
Mike Witt. Really?
Yeah, 1984, last day of the year.
That's right. Against Texas, in Texas.
Good old Arlington Stadium.
Boy, that was a great pitcher's yard, that place.
Torrey takes a strike to start the fourth inning with the score tied at 1. Hunter, Napoli, Matsui. Another fastball right down the middle. It's 0-2. Never too hot at old Arlington Stadium, huh? Especially for the fans sitting in those metal bleachers.
And it always registered up about 113 degrees up there on the wall. I don't know if they were playing mind games with the visiting club, but it felt pretty warm, that's for sure. And that grass infield, ball would fly through there. It's a putting green.
Torrey gets jammed here and pops it up on the left side. Pennington is out there. Now number 1. Time now for our Jaguar Gems of the game, Doobie.
There's certainly been some good ones so far in this game. Brandon Wood showing some great range. Tough hop, makes the throw across the 6-3. Gorgeous on a liner to left center, then goes back to the wall, leaps up. Had to go a long way and makes that great. Would have been a home run. 2-run shot instead, and out.
Keeping the game at 1. Napoli ahead of the count at 1 ball, no strikes. He had a base hit in the second inning. Swings here. It's a pop-up out to shallow right field that Ellis makes a call on. So a couple of pop-ups to start the bottom of the fourth inning. There are 2 very quick outs for Hideki Matsui. Dallas Braden, a couple of strikeouts. There were 3 straight hits in the second. The home run to Hunter, the base hits to Napoli and Matsui, but since then, been pretty good, effective. Hideki takes that breaking ball in for a strike.
So he pretty good numbers against Braden, 5 for 12, including a home run. So he sees the ball well against him.
On the inside corner, 0-2. Bouncing that breaking pitch. Matsui got that base hit the opposite way against Braden. The 1-2 pitch. That one yanked into right field, a base hit. A little hanging breaking pitch. And Matsui with his second hit of the game. Puts a man on with 2 outs, and Alberto Callasco coming up.
The left-handers having some success against Braden this year, hitting .251 coming into the game. Matsui with a couple hits against him. He doesn't necessarily have that nasty breaking pitch to be able to negate a left-handed batter, so he does the fastball away changeup, but that's going to go down and in the changeup against a left-handed batter.
Alberto takes a strike. A strikeout victim in the second, so he's 0 for 1 as that pitch is inside, 1-1. This one out to right field. Bermudez there. He'll put it away. That will end the Angels' 4th inning. 4 complete here at the Big A. We are tied at 1. Oakland setting up 9-1-2. Pennington, Davis, and Barton. Very pleasant night, unlike last night. It was stifling hot.
113 in downtown LA. All-time record.
No balls and a strike here on Cliff Pennington to ground it out. His first AB. So he's 0 for 1. Dan Haren with 4 strikeouts tonight. That one foul tipped. 1 walk allowed by Haren. He's given up 4 hits, one of which was a home run to Kuzminoff, his 15th of the year. Tied this game up. Pennington takes a little bit high.
I'm swinging a split finger fastball the first time I rolled it over to Mike Napoli.
And a 2-2. Got him looking on the inside corner. Down goes Pennington. There is out number 1. Hey, folks, join the Angels in sunny Tempe, Arizona next spring on the 2011 Angels official spring training package. You'll get the best game tickets, hotel accommodations, great merchandise, and an exclusive barbecue with an appearance by a member of the Angels coaching staff or spring training roster. Don't delay. Call 1-800-8-WARM-UP to reserve your package today. Top of the order, and Rajay Davis takes the breaking ball outside. Davis 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And that line out really out to left center field. Borges diving for it and robbing Davis of extra bases. Late on that fastball there. That ricochets in and out of the sweet seats. Hopefully everyone's all right over there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Check swing foul. This one into the camera well.
Boy, on the edge of those sweet seats on the right field line.
A 1-2 count here on Davis. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one chopped on the third base side. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Davis lining one toward the left field corner. Abreu's not going to get this one. And one hops the fence. Davis with good speed heads to second. Abreu's throw, for whatever reason, comes to second base. He had no chance to get Davis. Unfortunately, Haren and Napoli were backing up on the play. And Davis picks up his first hit of the series, his 26th double.
Especially with Davis's speed, a fortunate bounce coming off the wall right back to Bobby Abreu. You want to, at that point, get into your cutoff man. Davis is going to get in easily to second base. Now with Dan Haren, he has to vary his looks back to second base. Davis loves to try to steal third base.
.47 stolen bases for Davis. He's been caught 10 times. That is Oakland's 5th hit of the game. Barton's got 2 of them. A couple of singles, one to left, one to right. Plays off the breaking pitch, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Little jab shot up the middle. Howie's got it to the backhand, has to hurry. Strong throw. Gets Barton for out number 2. Davis advances to third.
Well, we talked about the offensive numbers for Howie, but his defense has been outstanding. Going to that backhand. Still going away from first base. Makes a strong throw over to Mike Napoli.
Score tied at 1 here in the 5th inning. Man at third base and 2 outs for Ellis. Swings at the first pitch and lines one to left center. A base hit. Oakland's on top 2-1. Ellis had been 0 for 2 in his previous 2 ABs with a ground out and a strikeout. Not wasting any time jumping on that first pitch, picking up his 44th run batted in.
Didn't necessarily square it up real well, but was able to fight it into the outfield. I mean, either a cut fastball or slider out over the plate, but just off the very end of the bat. Exmo showed how far that pitch was going off the bat, but just got enough of it to fight it in the outfield for an RBI single.
Here's Jack Cust with 2 outs and a man at first. Overshift is on, and Cust takes upstairs. Jack with a walk in the first inning and a strikeout in the 4th. 3 infielders on the right side. Borges in the alley at right center field. Torrey deep in right field. Boy, good location right there. Down and in underneath the hands. Evens the count at 1-1. Missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. Herron can't believe he didn't get that call.
That was a good fastball. 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Right on the inside corner, it looked like. And it must have went around the plate.
Pickoff attempt, and they got him. Ellis is the 3rd out, but not before he ties things up. RBI single puts Oakland up 2-1.
Find out who our winner is.
I think Oakland is up by the score of 2-1. The Halos have 8-9-1 due up here in the 5th inning against Dallas Braden. Jeff Mathis, Brandon Wood, and Peter Borges, the leadoff man. Braden, now pitching with a 2-1 lead. A couple of strikeouts for him. No walks. Mathis 0 for 1, hit a fly ball to left field in his second inning at bat. That was the inning in which the Halos had 3 straight hits, got nothing out of it other than the home run from Torrey Hunter. First and second, nobody out. Cayaspo, Mathis, and Wood went down in order by Braden.
That seems to have been the issue the entire season. When you have a pitcher on the ropes, you let him back in the game, and like Braden will start making his pitches after that.
That's a strike on the inside corner. Mathis asking Kerwin Danley about it. And it's 0-2. With that changeup that sails up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Both teams even in the hit column with 6. Each team with a home run. Kuzminoff in the 4th. Hunter in the 2nd for the Angels. This one off the end of the bat. Braden's got it. Jennings retired for round number 1. I'll bring up Brandon Wood and we go back to our Hyundai key to the game.
Into the outdoor. The bottom line is you have to go the other way. Dallas Braden has shown that sinking fastball away, the changeup away. He'll show fastball in, but he's going to try to get you out away, so you have to hit the ball the other way. The Angels have had success as far as getting some hits, but not able to bunch them together, rolling over on some ground balls after getting that initial good swing the other way.
Brandon had a good hack there on that first pitch fastball and fouls it straight back for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 as well, hitting a fly ball to left field in the 2nd inning. 19 games at shortstop. The bulk coming when Eric Ibar went down earlier in the month. Missed outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Rolls over this one to Kuzminoff at third base. 2 very quick outs for the Angels here in the 5th.
When that's that approach you cannot take against the changeup. You try to pull that baseball, you're going to hit that slow roller to third base or shortstop. Changeup that was not only up, it was on the outside corner. You got to go the other way. A good an opportunity to be able to drive that ball well when it's up like that and away.
Breaking pitch is upstairs to Borges. Peter 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-up. This one out to center field. Davis dead in his tracks a couple of steps to his right, puts it away, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Angels go down quietly here in the 5th. 5 of the books. Oakland still up 2-1.
Camp showing some defense today. Brandon Wood, tough hop, makes the play. Peter Borges, that electric first step, comes into the ball, then goes back to the wall and brings back a big fly. That was our Coors Light pregame, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light.
A's up 2-1 here to the top of the 6th inning. There have been some very good defensive plays by the Halos tonight. Pickoff by Dan Herron ended the 5th inning with Jack Cust at the plate. That's why he's leading off here in the 6th inning. A walk and a strikeout for Cust, 0 for 1. Ellis had that RBI base hit that put Oakland up 2-1, that got picked up. 3rd out. Cust rolls this one into the overshift. He'll be retired 4-3 for the 1st out. So Jack is 0 for 2 as the DH. And with 1 out, here comes Kevin Kuzminoff. He is 1 for 2. Had a ground out in the 1st inning. And jumped on the very first pitch he saw in the 4th and hit a home run, his 15th of the year, picking up his 70th run batted in. Kuzminoff coming off a year in which he had 18 home runs and 88 runs batted in for the San Diego Padres. Career high in home runs, 23 2 years ago. Dan falls behind here, 2 balls and no strikes. Kuzminoff came over to the A's along with Eric Sogard for Scott Hairston and Aaron Cunningham. Trio swings here and lifts a fly ball to right center field. Chasing Borges back to the warning track, and he'll make the running catch. Round number 2.
That baseball had a little better carry than normal. I don't think he squared that up too well, but Borges kept going back and back on that fly ball. Warm weather, baseball carrying, I think it would be here in July. We're almost in October.
Yep. So 2 outs as Jeremy Hermida steps to the plate. 1 for 2 night for Hermida. Base hit his last time up. Aaron just threw his 92nd pitch of the night. Pardon me, 93rd. 56 for strikes. This one down the left field line, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Aaron, 102 starts as a member of the Oakland A's from 04 through 06. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. It was 43 and 34. With a 3.64 ERA in his stint with Oakland before getting traded to the D-backs. The 1-2. Hermida lines one right to Howie Kendrick. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Dan Herron. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at the Big A. Halos trailing 2-1. to you by CarMax. Now more than ever, the smart choice is CarMax. By Carl's Jr. Want a Charles Roll burger top of the big juicy Philly cheesesteak? Then come to Carl's Jr. for the Philly cheesesteak burger. And by Hawaiian Gardens Casino. Get your game on. Bottom of the sixth inning, Angels down by a run. Great crowd on hand here tonight. One more home game tomorrow afternoon, 12:35 here at the Big A. It is Joel Pinheiro going his last home start of the year, going for his 11th victory, and he'll be facing left-hander Bobby Kramers. Now he fouls one off to the right. It's no balls and a strike. The Angels have 2, 3, and 4 here due up in the sixth inning. Kendrick, Abreu, and Hunter. Now he 1 for 2 with a base hit in the third. This one back toward the middle. Diving stop by Ellis. He gets up. And a fine defensive play by Ellis for the first out here to start the sixth.
Boy, some solid defensive plays by both teams. Two pitchers that throw a lot of strikes. Work quickly. Oh, so some great range. It's up, throws at Howie rather easily. That play. Good solid play by Mark Ellis. Braden Noni with 64 pitches here in the sixth inning.
And the Angels have yet to get a man in scoring position since the second inning. Had a base hit in the third, base hit in the fourth inning, went down in order in the fifth, and the first down retired here in the sixth as Bobby takes a strike. Abreu 1 for 2, had a base hit in the first. Was picked off and then rolled into a double play in the third. Lays off that breaking pitch. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Big rip right there, 1 and 2.
Lefty's having some pretty good swings against Braden. Bobby 1 for 2 and Matsui 2 for 2.
Two balls, 2 strikes. With Torii Hunter on deck. Braden still with just the 2 strikeouts with no walks. Bray lays off that pitch, and it's a full count. This one right back up the middle. I wonder if it got Braden at all. A little dance after that one. A base hit for Abreu. Second hit of the night.
Even the 1 out that Bobby made when he hit a hard hit ball in the second to get a double play he hit into. This one go right back up the middle. Good job getting out of the way of that one.
Torii swings and misses on that off-speed pitch, and it's no balls and a strike. Hunter 1 for 2 with a home run and a pop-up. Line right back up the middle again. Back-to-back hits for Abreu and Hunter. Put 2 on here for Mike Napoli with 1 out.
A good approach once again, going back up the middle. Fastballs away, change-ups away. That's the approach you want to have against Dallas Braden.
Napoli 1 for 2, had a base hit back in the second. Popped out his last time up. Got the fastball there, swung right through it. It's 0-1.
And a fastball up, the pitch that Napoli could do some damage to also.
First base. A pretty unique pickoff, too, because you don't see that too often. You think it's a spin move to second. And it's not a balk as long as the first baseman is breaking over there to cover on the throw.
That's a design play in which you had the first baseman coming back.
Napoli takes a strike.
That's something you work on a lot in spring training.
There aren't too many guys that could do it.
Because you got to be comfortable enough to know and communicate somehow with your first baseman to be there. Otherwise, it's going to be a balk if he doesn't make that move towards first base.
0-2. Napoli pulls one to left field, base hit. Bobby had to hold up, but he's still being waved around. The throw from Carter, not in time. We are tied up at 2. Napoli ends up at second.
Boy, some great base running all around for the Angels there. Pitch off the end of the bat. Napoli gets a base hit, fights it over Kuzminov's head to third. Abreu initially had to wait till that baseball got through, but challenging Carter's arm in left field as he made that throw. Torre was already going around because he read it well at first base. Just over the head of Kuzminov. Evil going to send him. They know the scouting report, and Torrey Hunter already at third base as Bobby's scoring. And then Napoli, very aggressive himself, got himself in the scoring position. You take away the potential double play by going into second base.
Mike Napoli picks up his 68th run batted hit, his second hit of the game. So there are runners at second and third, one out for Hideki Matsui with first base open. Kurt Young paying a visit, and they are going to pitch to Matsui, who's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Infield back for the Athletics. And Hideki takes a fastball for a strike.
Kind of a surprise. Willing to give up a run if he had a ground ball in the middle part of the infield. Even the first base playing back. Late in the game like this, Dan Herron throwing the ball very well. That one run could cost you the game.
0-1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Torrey over at third base, Napoli at second. 3 straight hits for the Angels here after the ground out by Howie Kendrick. 1-1 down the left field line, but foul.
There for Matsui, always you're thinking in line at the worst case scenario, you hit a ground ball to your shortstop, second base, even first base, you're going to get a run. Torrey's going to be going on contact.
One, 2. On the ground toward the middle, that'll score a run. 3-2 Angels, RBI ground out by Hideki Matsui.
You got to give credit, too, for Mike Napoli for getting into second base on that throw into home plate. That's a routine double play ball if he doesn't do that. Very good base running this inning for the Angels. Of course, by playing the infield back, a ground ball there by Matsui did his job. Behind in the count, that's all you want to do is make contact and hit the ball on the ground. It was a gift run for the Angels.
There's Kayaspa with Napoli at third base now. And he shoots one into the alley in right center field. Davis is there. And he'll make the catch, but the Angels score 2 times on 3 hits, leave a man at third base. Napoli with an RBI single, Matsui an RBI ground out. And after 6, Angels on top 3-2. Pitching change. Dan Herron is done after 6 innings. 5 strikeouts, a walk, and 2 runs allowed. It's Kevin Jepsen who comes on to face the Oakland A's here in the 7th inning. He'll be facing Carter, Powell, and Pennington, a scheduled 3 batters. That's 7, 8, and 9.
65th game for Kevin Jepsen. Bottom line is that fastball command. Work ahead, utilize that 95 to 97 mile an hour fastball. Big, hard curveball, too, and in the cut fastball has been effective for him.
Here's Chris Carter, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball to center field. Jepsen's first pitch a little bit high for ball 1. Kevin last pitched on the 26th against the White Sox. Jams Carter here to even the count. Gave up 3 hits in an inning and a third. No runs allowed. No strikeouts. A career high in innings pitched this year. 55 coming into this one. And a 1-1. Carter shoots one out to deep right field. Torrey has the beat on it. They make the catch for the first out. Hey, I want to say hello and a shout out to good Angel fans that follow us almost on a daily basis here. Matt and Jolene Westmoreland, who were expecting their first child last Friday, still waiting for their first child. They've already got a name, Anna Quinn. Huge Angel fans. They've got all kinds of Angels gear ready for Ava Quinn. And just wanted to say, hope everything works out for you. Thanks for watching and following the Angels.
Good luck.
Absolutely. Due last Friday. I'm sure Mom's really impressed with the 100+ degree temperatures over the last couple of days.
Got to be quite comfortable right
absolutely.
now.
Absolutely. Powell takes a strike. It is 1-1. Powell 0 for 2 with a ground out to short. And a fly ball to center that was headed for a home run. Powell's actually been rocked on 2 fine defensive plays by Wood and Borges. 1-1. 2-1 now. corner. Powell doesn't like it. It's 2-2. Two. Inside, full count. Pennington, the shortstop, in the on-deck circle to the top of the order, and Rajai Davis. Powell out to center field. Borges broke back, now comes in. He'll make the catch for the second down of the inning. Hey kids, now's your last chance to join the 2010 Junior Angels Kids Club presented by Fox Sports West. $10 gets you a membership. You can receive exclusive Junior Angels white or pink mesh jersey and more. Log on to angelsbaseball.com/Junior Angels. There's a former Junior Angels Kids Club member now graduated.
Is that Where's Waldo?
That's exactly what happens.
That's a great look.
Halo fan for life.
Never a bad look to have at the baseball game.
I think those glasses kind of help you call strikes and balls.
I got to believe so.
Yeah. Pennington fouls one off the left, and it's no ball, is 2 strikes.
Well, especially a hat like that, too, on a cool night like this, it's got to be quite refreshing.
Wow, I can't tell the difference. The universal sign for Panda Express. It's Chinese for yummy. 0-2. Pennington hooks one into right field, and it's a 2-out base hit.
You got to expect Pennington to try to steal a base right away. 27 stolen bases on the season with 2 outs. Jepson has a pretty quick move to first base. When he goes home, it's not particularly quick.
Davis tonight 1 for 3, had a double and a run scored in the 5th inning. Pickoff attempt, and he had him leaning.
He was definitely going on that first pitch. And Jepson quick footwork.
Boy, long look in for Kevin. Pennington with a good lead at first. He doesn't go, and Davis takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
Now that you've thrown a first pitch strike, you have that option of a pitch out now. If you're Oakland, you got to take a chance. Davis is a guy that's more of a gap type hitter than a power hitter, so you can be able to drive him in if he's able to be successful stealing the base.
Pitch out, nothing's happening. Snap throw to first, and Pennington gets the hand back in there.
Mike Socha not afraid to go back-to-back pitch outs too, but it would be a gutsy call. It would force Jepson to be behind 2-1 if they're not successful on the pitch out.
One ball, one strike. Teoscar guarding the line at third base. Davis takes upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Mindset now for Jepsen, just get the hitter. 2 outs. Got great stuff. Even up the count here with the fastball and finish off with your breaking pitch.
Dan Haren, by the way, threw 96 pitches tonight, giving up 2 runs in 6 innings. 6 hits, 1 home run. That was to Kuzman off in the 4th. Two-one. Davis fouls one off the mask, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So Dan Haren will be in line to pitch the last game of the season potentially. Time to step off. Pitcher just hold the baseball. Either the batter will be forced to call timeout or do you step off the pitching rubber.
With 2 outs and 2 strikes on a batter. I mean, let's start concentrating on the guy at the plate.
Going to finish him off with that slider he has, the cut fastball.
In the dirt, and now ball gets away. And all that work you put into worrying about that runner who ended up not going at all. You force a 2-2 slider in the dirt. Now you got a 3-2 count and a guy in scoring position.
And a good contact hitter on deck, and Derek Barton overthrew that slider once again.
Three-two. Fouled off to the right. Another 3-2, and he lost it. So now you've got 2 men on base for Derek Barton. He's got 2 hits tonight, a couple of singles and a ground out. 19 pitches thrown by Jepsen here in the 7th inning. Retired the first 2 guys rather easily. Carter and Powell on fly balls. Gave up a 0-2 base hit to Pennington and became enamored with Pennington at first base. Through the wild pitch, now walking Davis.
I think to get to that next level for Kevin Jepsen, it's going to be that ability to be able to pitch inside. Very good on the outside part of the plate as far as his fastball, his cut fastball, and curveball. When you throw 97, if you throw inside, both for effect and for to be able to finish off a hitter, you become that much better on the hill. And that's the thing with Kevin Jepsen is going to work on mentally, and of course bringing into spring training. It has to be.
That and stop being a max effort guy all the time. You've got to learn to reel it back and not have to go 3-2 on a lot of hitters. You're trying to throw the best pitch every single time out. As Barton takes a fastball in for a strike.
94 is every bit as good located with movement as a straight 97-mile-an-hour fastball on the outer half.
One ball, one strike. Barton hits a fly ball to left. Bobby going back on it. Is there, makes the catch. That ends the 7th inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left dogs. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's 3-2 Angels. And tonight, we gave away a home. One of these lucky fans will win a new home courtesy of D.R. Horton. Each picked a colored baseball to coincide with a car in a race to determine the winner. There was a lot of drama, and it unfolded, but it was the red car that won, and Judy Garnett of Murrieta, a winner of a brand new home courtesy of D.R. Horton.
D.R. Horton builds an amazing home. Believe me, I've seen them. What an unbelievable gift.
And you would know with all the great commercials you've done over the years for D.R. Horton as Mathis swings in the first pitch and picks up a leadoff base hit.
Great people, too, that work for D.R. Horton. It's an amazing giveaway when you think about it. A brand new home, a beautiful home. Brandon's up here to bunt.
Drops a beauty up the first base side. Feeds it over to second. A bad throw. Wood turns the corner heading to second. Mathis over at third base. He'll be stopped there as Hermida had to come all the way in from right field to retrieve that baseball. And what should have been just a sacrifice and a man at second with one out. Instead, second and third and nobody out for Peter Bourjos.
Boy, that slight lack of communication right off the get-go on the bunt. And the throw wide over to second baseman Mark Ellis, who was covering first base. Brandon alertly gets into second base himself. 2 runners now in scoring position. Now the infield in for the A's.
Should go as a sacrifice and then the error on Landon Powell. Here's Bourjos, 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a pop-up, and a fly ball to center.
The importance on a play like that on a bunt is always communication between the catcher and the pitcher and the first baseman. There seemed to be that slight hesitation that forced a bad throw.
Bourjos fouls it off to the right. Evens the count at 1-1. One. Fouled straight back, got that fastball. Dallas Braden has thrown 85 pitches thus far. Trying to get Borges to chase on that changeup. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Howie Kendrick is on deck. Abreu to follow after that. Mathis with the base hit to right field to start the bottom of the 7th. Brandon Wood trying to sacrifice him. Laid down a beautiful bunt. Landed Powell, overthrew Mark Ellis covering at first base. That's why you see the guys at 2nd and 3rd. Off speed, yanked down the left field line. This one's got a chance, and that one is just foul. No, a home run? They're calling it a home run. C.B. Bunters has called it a home run. Right now, as it goes, it's a 3-run Jimmy Jack. But Bob Guerin's out to argue. And we're definitely going to see a review here.
In the good old days, that's a home run, it would stand. But not with instant replay. Going to check this home run call out. Even if they have to even go to the instant replay, they might be able to call from the field itself.
They don't have to go to the replay. If the other umpires agree that they saw it as a home run, then it's a home run.
It's not required.
They are going to take a look at it, or are they? Yep, they are. Kerwin Danley will stay on the field. The 3 umpires will go check it out. Here's a perfect shot of it. That is clearly a foul ball.
Yeah, you can see the baseball all the way by the foul pole. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to take too long to overrule that call.
Slightly foul. I think Borges actually, after crossing the plate, kind of covered up his mouth, saying that ball wasn't even close to being fair.
Well, the Angels in the dugout were making sure that Borges put his helmet away and his bat away also as quick as possible.
Bob Guerin wants to come out and talk things over with the guys on the mound, but he is saying that you can't do that while the replay is ongoing. It is a foul ball, as we see Dana DeMuth making the call. So 2nd and 3rd, Borges will come back out here. You can see the smile on Peter's face, knowing he didn't get cheated. There's no doubt.
Certainly ran even faster around the bases as quick as he could. He certainly will be fast around.
And now we're going to get a visit to the mound. Apparently, from an injury standpoint, see if Braden is all right. You see a pitcher screaming in his glove like that, obviously something's going on. Spent time with the disabled list earlier this year. Apparently he's not bothering him that much, or going to get a couple of pitches here.
Certainly the pitch count's not high, but the innings and referenced complete games on the season, he had none in his career coming in this year. He's got 5.
Here's Borges hooking one down the left field line. He kind of knew he was going foul.
He didn't do his best Carlton fist to bring it back.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Infield still in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Borges pops it up to shallow right. Mathis is on the bag at third base. Hermida makes the catch, and Mathis will be stopped there. Good throw by Hermida, but had Mathis by plenty. There's out number 1. So Howie Kendrick steps up now 1 for 3. Time now for a Land Rover key moment. This game with Hideki Matsui was up his last time up.
Boy, with the infield playing back, routine ground ball to second base provided that go-ahead run. That's why the Angels are up by 1 right now, 3-2 here in the 7th.
Howie 1 for 3, infield still in. Mathis at third base, Wood at second. One ball, no strikes. Henry Rodriguez, fireballing right-handers up at Houston. Kendrick puts it out to right. This should be deep enough. Mathis tagging. He's coming home. The throw is going to third base, and it is wide. It's a sacrifice fly, and it's a 4-2 lead. 73rd RBI for Howie Kendrick.
Good swing, good approach for Howie once again. That inside-out approach. That ball well to right field. And Hermino, when you can tell the way he was going after that baseball, it was going to be a difficult throw at home. But he got himself in very good position to make a strong throw to third to try to get Brandon Wood at third base before Mathis crossed home plate, which would have negated the run.
So a man at third with 2 outs with Bobby Abreu to plate. 4-2 Halos. So breaking pitch is in for a strike. Bobby, a 2-hit game, couple of singles. The run scored. Takes the off-speed pitch on the outside corner, 2-2. And the 0-2. Missed inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. From the full windup is Braden. And Abreu swings it, misses. That will end the inning. The error really comes back to haunt the Oakland A's. The Angels get an insurance run. We are through 7. Halos up 4-2.
Tomorrow starting pitchers brought to you by Subway. Kramer. He's on the hill for the A's tomorrow. Sorry, that's Bobby Kramer. My bad. 3 career starts, 2-1 mark so far against Yoel Pinheiro, who's been dominant, especially coming back from the DL. 2 great starts, 10-game winner. Turned 32 on Saturday, so made a birthday, get a W. Boy, Kramer can do it all.
No doubt. New left fielder for the Angels. Reggie Willis is out at left field for Bobby Abreu. New pitcher on the mound, Jordan Walton. Working back-to-back games. With 1 inning last night, struck out 2, gave up a run on 2 hits. There in the 8th inning, facing Ellis, Cust, and Kuzminov for Oakland. Mark Ellis, the second baseman, 1 for 3, had an RBI base hit in the 5th. First pitch fastball is in there for a strike.
Never a bad thing to come in and your first pitch you throw is registered 100 miles an hour in the strike zone. Back-to-back nights, which is a good sign.
It's the biggest thing for a guy that throws triple digits to be able to sustain it, because we saw Joel Zumaya, the Tigers, come out there, and obviously he's had some freak injuries. Hasn't been able to stay healthy as Ellis slices this one down into the corner, and that's going to go for extra bases to start the 8th.
And again, when it doesn't matter necessarily how hard you throw, hitters like to time the fastball. He was late on it, Mark Ellis, and hit it right down the first base line for a double.
Man in scoring position now for Jack Cust, the DH. He was walked, struck out, and grounded out. 0 for 2 night. Oakland with 8 hits. The Angels with 10. 4-2 lead here in the 8th. Trying to get the final 6 outs. Take the first 2 games of the series against Oakland. Cust has drawn a walk, struck out, and rolled out. 0 for 2. Jack did not face Walden last night. Walden pitched the 7th inning. Checked it. He did face him. Walden pitched the 8th. Cust got a base hit and run scored. It was Kahn who pitched the 7th. $43,163.
It's impressive.
Second and last home game of the year. Breaking pitch, fouled back. Just got a piece of it. Count remains at 1-2. Good pitch, good location.
More of a curveball action on that one as compared to his slider. That was a great pitch.
The right-hander Booth Bonser. First man up for Oakland. I figured Braden would be done after his 7 innings. It was 2-2. Then again, we thought that of Brett Anderson, who twice having spent time on the disabled list this year. About 116, 117 pitches last night when we started talking about why he was actually still in the game.
You know, you stretch out a young pitcher like that, especially a guy that's had some arm problems.
2-2, got him looking on the outside corner. Down goes Cust. There's out number 1.
A great breaking pitch on the inside corner. Just gets that corner at 82 miles an hour, especially after the pitch before was 101. $19-mile-an-hour differential between that fastball prior to that slider.
Kuzminov, like swinging at the first pitch, gets the breaking ball. And it snowballs in the strike. Kevin, a 1 for 3 night, had a home run off Dan Herron back in the 4th inning. That had tied the game up at that point at 1 apiece. Oakland took the lead in the 5th. The Angels scored twice in the 6th inning, once in the 7th. In the dirt, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. chopper up the third base line, but foul. 1-2 now. Tried to get him to chase the breaking ball. He was a count of 2-2.
Overthrew that pitch. Try to get him to chase that one.
Two. Swing and a miss. Down goes Kuzminov. Back-to-back punch outs for Walden.
Another good breaking pitch. Stayed on top of that one very well. This time Kuzminov cannot hold off and chases that pitch out of the strike zone.
So Ellis still at second base with 2 outs. Jeremy Hermida, the batter, 1 for 3 with a base hit back in the 4th. He lined out in the 6th inning to Howie Kendrick. One-0. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Left-handed batter Gabe Gross on deck. He came on as a defensive replacement at the bottom of the 7th.
A pretty good fastball hitter and Gross on deck.
3-1. Hermida rolls this one over to first base. Napoli will take it himself. That will end the 8th inning. Leadoff double to Strand in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Angels up 4-2. High-speed internet, home phone, and wireless. Visit AT&T.com or call 1-800-PICK-AT&T for details. By your Southern California Ford dealers, where you'll find the new Transit Connect. Check it out at scforddealers.com. And by 76 Gasoline. We're on the driver's side. Bottom of the 8th inning here at the Big A. Halos up 4-2. New pitcher on the mound for the Athletics. It's the right-hander Boof Bonser taking over for Dallas Great.
Boof Bonser fastball 88-93. Curveball, slider, changeup. 12th game of the season. High ERA over 7. Started the season with the Boston Red Sox, former Minnesota Twin. This came over in that San Francisco Giant trade.
Bonser here in the 8th inning will be facing Hunter, Napoli, and Matsui. Jordan Walden, a scoreless top of the 8th inning, saw something interesting while we were in commercial about the delivery of Walden.
Well, Exmo will show how Jordan Walden, amazing how he could throw as hard as he does. Both feet are off the ground as he's ready to deliver the baseball. So all that leverage he generates to be able to throw that hard is upper body strength. Can you imagine how he would be able to throw if he was more about Tom Seaver drop and drive, utilizing that pitching rubber for leverage? I don't know if you could throw much harder than 101 now, unless you're Chapman of Cincinnati. What was he, 103, 104 miles an hour?
Aroldis. That's pretty firm.
And that's going at a different arm angle. It seems to be every delivery.
Every pitch, different arm angle. 1-0 count here on Torrey. Takes down low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Torrey 2 for 3 with a home run. A single, couple of runs scored. Home run is 22nd. The RBI his 87th. 2-0 pitch. Boy, he took a huge hack right there. It is 2-1 as Fernando Rodney begins to stretch it out.
Called a perfect 2-0 swing on a fastball for Torrey Hunter. Fouled it straight back.
That'll leave an account of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bonser called up from AAA Sacramento on the 31st of July. Torrey swings through that pitch. And there's out number 1 to start the 8th inning. Dallas Braden, the starter for Oakland tonight, went 7 innings, struck out 3, walked nobody, gave up 10 hits, including the home run to Torrey. 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. But is on the hook for what would be his 14th loss of the year, as Napoli takes ball 1 outside. Mike's had a 2 for 3 game, including an RBI single that came in the 6th inning. Two and 0.
Back-to-back hitters falling behind 2-0. Always dangerous to do so.
Foul tipped, and it's 2-1. Bonser missed most of last year. He had surgery. Just partial tears in his labrum and rotator cuff from the right shoulder. So time of the disabled list with the Red Sox this year due to a right groin strain. And then we've got DFA, designated for assignment, on June the 18th. Signed a minor league deal with the Athletics on July the 2nd. This one popped up a mile high near the bag at second base. Ellis makes the catch, 2 outs.
You talk about getting underneath the pitch and hitting a high pop-up. That was about as high as you could hit one. Like Dave Kingman used to hit pop-ups.
Matsui stepping in with 2 outs, nobody on. 2 for 3 night for Hideki. RBI ground out. Put the Angels up 3-2 in the 6th inning. Questionable call by Bob Guerin, keeping his infield back with runners at second and third and 1 out. Matsui rolls over this one. Barton has got it. He'll take it himself. Nope, he'll flip the Bonzer. The 1-2-3 inning. Angels go down in order. We head to the ninth. Fernando Riley looking for save number 14. Angels up 4-2. Combos served with curly fries and a drink for only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. By Toyota. Get a great deal on Toyota's full line of hybrid and fuel-efficient vehicles at your Toyota dealer today. And by Jack Daniels. Your friends at Jack Daniels remind you to drink responsibly. Halos looking to make it 2 in a row against the Oakland Athletics here in the last series at home this year. Fernando Rodney takes over here in the 9th inning. Looking for save number 14. Got number 13 last night. And he's scheduled to face 7, 8, 9. He's actually going to get a pinch hitter to start things off. It is Kurt Suzuki. Pinch hitting here for Gabe Gross. So Bob Guerin going with the right-hand hitting pinch hitter instead of the left-hand hitting Gabe Gross to start this inning. So Gross plays defensively but doesn't get an opportunity offensively. One-0. Changeup is on the corner, 1-1. Kurt Suzuki hitting .248 on the year, 12 home runs, 70 runs batted in. First pinch hitting opportunity, at least he has not recorded an at-bat as a pinch hitter this year. Changeup down and away. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's the thought process for Bob Guerin as Gabe Gross is 0 for 5 against Fernando Rodney as compared to Kurt Suzuki 2 for 5 against him. It's still lefty. There's a right-handed pitcher.
In a 2-run game. Thank you. There's out number 1. Here comes Landon Powell. Powell tonight 0 for 3. Ground down, a couple of fly balls to center. Gets that right thigh of Powell. That's 1 ball, no strikes.
It's a cool view. Right behind home plate.
call the game from that shot right there?
Yes, it did.
No, just from that shot right there.
This from that shot?
Yeah, that's it.
Sure. It's like Fernando Rodney in the stretch position.
Well, that's some deep analysis.
It's a fact.
There's no doubt it's a fact. This one fouled back into the press box area downstairs.
And that was a foul on a fastball.
Yes, it was. I think perhaps Bill Plunkett of the Orange County Register may have gotten that one.
He made the effort.
One ball, two strikes. Outbound. 0 for 3 night. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Down he goes. There's out number 2.
Oh, what a great changeup. Good arm motion. Kind of reads fastball. Instead of getting 97, he gets 82.
So Cliff Pennington stepping up with 2 outs and nobody on. Pennington a 1 for 3 game. A base hit in the 7th. Takes a fastball in for a strike. Fernando faced 5 batters in the 9th inning last night. Gave up a base hit to Pennington. Trying to go 1-2-3 here tonight. 0-1. Swing and a little looper down a right field line. That is going to fall in for a hit. Pennington will stop at first base. Torrey, nice job of getting to it and getting it back in. So a 2-out knock as Pennington picks up his 2nd hit. Puts a man on for Rajai Davis.
Number 11, center fielder Rajai Davis.
Davis tonight 1 for 3, had a double in the 5th inning. Drew a walk in the 7th. Check swing. They wanted appeal. He did not go, says Doug Eddings. First base umpire who will be behind the plate tomorrow afternoon. Changeup is in there, 2-1.
Wow, gutsy pitch. Kind of count 2-0 through a changeup. Derek Barton on deck, the guy that can hit the ball to all fields. Davis who can run well. Pennington who can run well.
Changeup missed outside, 3-1. Left-hand hitting Derek Barton on deck. He walked him. So 2 on and 2 outs for Derek Barton.
Number 10, first baseman Derek Barton.
Now you put yourself in a tough position because Barton is a guy that puts the ball in play, and you got great speed now on the bases for Oakland.
Pennington at second, Davis at first. Davis representing the tying run. Barton 2 for 4. Couple of singles, a ground out and a fly ball to left. One ball, no strikes. This one fouled off to the left, and that'll leave it a count at 1-1. Fernando having thrown 17 pitches so far tonight. 9 strikes, 8 balls. Still unable to just make things easy on himself.
Overthrowing the fastball. When you fall behind an account and try to be too fine with your changeup.
This one down the left field line. Reggie Willits is there, and he will make the catch. Light that baby up. The Angels have taken the first 2 against Oakland tonight. The final 4-2.
Boy, Dan Herron gets a victory, evens up his record as a member of the Angels. Another dominant performance by him. Matsui gets that RBI. Fernando Rodney another save. Kevin Jepson, nice job out of the bullpen. Walden, another nice job out of the bullpen himself. So it was a big victory. Some great defense. Brandon Wood made an outstanding play at short. Borges made a couple great plays, including bringing back a would-be 2-run home run by Powell. Great jump, got back on it, made the play. So the defense was there tonight, as well as the pitching staff. Time hitting 10 hits for the Angels in those 4 runs. Took advantage of some mistakes, especially on that bunt by Brandon Wood to be able to scratch across another run. A solid effort as they tie Oakland now for second place in the AL West, which Mike Sosa preaches they want to win every single game all the way through the rest of the season to be able to overtake and get second place and get over 500 on the season.
Danny Herron picked up his 4th win, as you pointed out. He's now 4-4, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs on 6 hits. Dallas Braden takes a loss. He went 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 earned. Again, the Angels win it by the final of 4-2. Let's go down to the field to our very own Sean Farnham.
All right, here with Torii Hunter. And Torii, the bat comes alive, the big home run, your first home run since September 7th. How good did it feel?
Oh, it felt great, man. And I don't think they were thinking I was swinging at the first pitch, but today I came with the plan to swing at all first pitches, and I was able to get that cookie that was hanging.
The middle portion of the lineup really was productive. All 4 of you guys in that middle portion had multiple hits today. So important for this offense.
It was. I mean, we had a pretty good pitcher out there, Dallas Braden, man. He's a good pitcher. He had a no-hitter this year. And we just wanted to go out there with a short approach, man, and just try to have short strokes and try to make contact when runners in scoring position, and that's what we did today.
You keep talking about the focus of this team, finish the season with a winning record, continue to have some momentum into the offseason. 43,000 fans show up tonight for your final home night game.
Man, I got to tell you, that's sweet, man. The fans are very supportive here, man. 40,000 fans a game, that's support. I love it. And we want to say thank you guys for coming out tonight for the whole season. We love you, and we look forward to next year.
And Torii Hunter, they thank you for the big blast tonight. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you very much.
All right, Torii Hunter and the Angels victorious tonight, 4-2, your final score as they take the second game against the A's. Angels Live is up next with the man, Billy Mack, out at the Rocks with Jose Mota.